Guys, remember this lovely drumstick and potatoes, guys? Hey guys, today I'm making some drumstick and potatoes. So guys, first I'm gonna season these drumstick. And I'm gonna show you the way I'm doing it. I used to do this way back in like 2000, 2002, 2000, somewhere about there. I used to do it a lot. Because we used to do this kind of chicken with homemade fries. My neighbor had shown me how to do it. As you know, back in 2000, I'm like probably maybe 15 or something around here or whatever, you know? So I'm going to make it today. So I'm gonna get this chicken seasoned up. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put these drumsticks to cook. I'm seasoning them, but I'm gonna put them to cook. And if you have a variety of season, you can put it on this just for it to get a lot of flavor. I didn't used to use like cloves back in the day because I didn't really know of cloves. But now that I'm an experienced cook, I put whatever I want in whatever I'm making, you know? So yeah, I'm adding some cloves to that. Also, I have some dry rosemary here. I'm putting some, remember all of that is gonna cook. So, I'm also gonna add some crushed pepper to this. Because you want when the chicken to come out, when it's finished cooking, just half cook guys, not cook all the way through, just half cook. You want it to have a lovely flavor. Also to this chicken, I'm gonna put some bell peppers, onions, scallion, thyme. So I'm gonna just, you don't even have to do this because it's gonna go in the same pot with the same water. So you see, it kind of makes no sense. Really, it's gonna wash off. But I'm just showing you what I'm doing. So I'm cooking it with all of these. So it's gonna be nicely cooked, full of flavors. And guys, you see when this is finished, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna cool it a little and I'm gonna re-season it and then I'm gonna fry it. So wait for this recipe right here. I'm gonna head over to the pot where there's boiling water and I'm gonna put them in. As you can see, and I'm pouring everything in. The whole idea of this, when we were small, because it was me alone, when we were not really small, when we were younger, the whole idea of this was the chicken used to taste like KFC, the way it's been prepared. So that's the idea of it. That's how it used to taste that way. I don't know about now, because I haven't done it in a long while. But yeah, when we used to finish cooking it, it tastes as if it's KFC. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in this because I know that seasoning is not enough to salt this water. If you want, you can just add a little more seasoning in yours if you feel that it's too fresh. I'm just gonna cover this and let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay guys? Guys, here's some potatoes that I washed and cut in the size that I need. So what I'm gonna do to cut time, guys, I'm gonna just put them in some water that's on the fire boiling, and I'm just gonna let them half cook before I put them in the oven. Okay, that's just to cut time. If I had enough time, then I would have just baked them in the oven altogether. So let's go to the pot. So guys, there's the potatoes and they're in the hot water. I'm just gonna let them half cook like I said, and then I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna do with them next. So let's go. So guys, here's some onion powder and garlic powder. Now I'm gonna add some black pepper. And I cannot do your chicken without black pepper. No. I could have just used this to season the flour, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Here's my jerk seasoning. And yes guys, even though it's cooked in season, it still needs to be re-seasoned like I had said before. But it tastes lovely. You could actually eat that way, but I don't roll like that, you know. I do not roll like that. So here they are. I'm just gonna rub them up like this, you know, get everything incorporated. Guys, remember they're cooked, you know, so you know they're kind of wet, so you have to know what to do, but it's okay. It will be okay. And because it's cooked, you know, it's not gonna take a lot of time to fry because it's already cooked. You don't want it to taste salty, so you're trying to get the season mixed in properly. So guys, I'm just gonna put them in the flour, which I have here. I'm just gonna put everything and shake them up because I do not want to have to do everything in one. Look, I don't have that time right now. I'm just gonna shake up everything. Guys, I'm shaking them up to save time. Get them well mixed in this flour. Yes, and they are done. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dredge them in this egg right here. I'm just gonna dredge them in the egg. And then I'm going to go over to the breadcrumbs. And I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna do 2 at a time. This part you can. Oh yeah. So guys, here's the drumsticks and they're in the breadcrumbs. I used a small pack of breadcrumbs today. So what I did, I made sure I put all of them in the one bag at once so that everything would be done evenly. Because chances are if I dip them one by one, some of them may not get the right amount of breadcrumbs, but when you do it like this, they come out equally. So guys, here are the drumstick, and as you can see, they are well coated. Now I'm just gonna move over to my frying pot. Guys, these drumsticks are very small. I'm not used to these kind of drumsticks, but because I bought them at the meat shop, normally, if you know me good, you know one thing about me. I don't buy meat at the meat shop. I don't buy meat at meat shop. I always buy fresh meat. That means if I go to the market, or if there's someone who have their own chicken coop and raise their own chicken, I just buy an amount from them. That's how I do it. So I always buy some from my relatives, you know. So guys, I'm just gonna let these be golden brown and then they're done, because remember they're already cooked, so you'll see them when they're finished. So guys, here is the lovely potatoes. I'm just adding some little seasoning to this so it will be nice. I've added some black pepper. Parsley flakes. I'm adding a little of my garlic powder. And also a bit of my onion powder. Just a bit of everything. I'm gonna sprinkle a little paprika over this. Just to look beautiful, guys. Guys, to this I'm just adding like a little olive oil. I don't want this to be dry, I want it to look lovely. So guys, I'm just mixing this around. Also, I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in this. Yeah. Lovely potatoes, guys. Remember, these potatoes are Jamaican sweet potatoes, okay? So, if you've been wondering about the color and everything, these are Jamaican sweet potatoes. Right, guys? I'm adding some butter to this. You know it's gonna melt as soon as I put it in the oven. So it's not a big deal. So these are gonna be lovely and nice. And these potatoes, guys, they're easy to cook. These are easier to cook than other potatoes that I've cooked. Because right now, we can't put them in the oven to stay for a long time. Because they are already cooked. But it's okay. You know, it's Miss Brown getting this done. And you know, I'm able to fix anything. Okay? As long as it's cooking. Oh, please. I'm here to get it done. I'm just gonna put this in the oven. I'll soon show you guys. Okay? I'll come back and show you. Guys, remember this lovely drumstick and potatoes? Guys, look at this. Look at this drumstick and potatoes right here. Guys, look at these. These are sweet potato, like Jamaican sweet potatoes. Guys, look how lovely they are seasoned properly. Look at these drumsticks. Guys, look at my salad right here that I'm having with this meal. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at that dressing that I made. And look at just the entire of this dish. Guys, take a good look at them. But you tell somebody about Miss Brown. Tell them what I'm doing over here. Invite them over. And guys, do you want to come over for some of this? Come and have some of this with my family. Friday night, you know how I do it on a Friday. We ain't missing nothing out there on a Friday because I always get something done. Something lovely that we can say yes.